There are two types of elbow in football. Stick with me. You've got the, the old school, Vinnie Jones wants someone to give him an elbow. And then, of course, there's a new elbow going up. Not the band. There's a different elbow gathering popularity. It's the elbow fullback positional tactical approach. Or the elbow tactic for short. Now, everyone's at it. I'm just like day and night. Everyone's like, oh, Jimbo, tell us about the elbow tactic. The hidden gem of football that everyone's at. Everyone's loving it. Well, that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to dive into the elbow tactic, and I will be explaining it to you because, joking aside, this sort of asymmetric approach, which is ultimately you have a back four and you have one fullback who bombs on high average positions and then another fullback who sits back and helps out and almost creates a back three. This sort of asymmetric approach is something that's really, really gathered speed over the last few years, and this year in particular, everyone's bloody at it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to dive into this tactic and just show you which teams are doing it and how they're doing it. Before I get into the different types of elbow, subscribe to the channel. Why not? Huh? Move that mouse. Click that button. And hit the like button as well. Can we get 2K likes on this? That is the target. Give it the elbow, in fact. Elbow that like button. Please don't click off. Little challenge for you, actually, in the comments. How many elbow song puns can you get in the comments? Best of luck. So let's reveal the struggling to say it. The different types of elbow. Yep. So you've got yourselves a soft elbow, sure, and a hard elbow. Sounds naughty, doesn't it? We'll get into the hard elbow in just a second, but let's kick off with the soft elbow. And they do work because what you can see here, Man City, they bloody love a soft elbow. So the average positions on a map, they don't really show it to, a severe increment. But all the while you can see what's going on, okay, in terms of this elbow. And this comes from Kyle Walker. He's the one who's sitting back. Oh. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if that came through on the camera, but I'm going to keep it in. So you have Kyle Walker as part of your three and Cancelo a little bit higher up. But the average position, as I say, they don't really do it justice because Kyle Walker still kind of gets involved. And also Kyle Walker can sometimes come into this area here. And also, with his quality and speed, he can offer down this side and actually even inverted runs as well for the team. But the aim is for Cancelo to get on the ball a lot more, and he does so. So it's soft, isn't it? Kyle Walker's fantastic when it comes to his recovery runs back here for the team, so he's a great person to have in that three. And also, he's quite willing to move into that central area to help become a two, which sometimes when Man City play just one pivot instead of Bernardo Silva and Rodri, like they have been doing in the last couple of games, he's a great option to just help out with that. He's also done that for England as well, whereas Cancelo looks to get forward, looks to help out the attacking left side and gets on the ball a hell of a lot. Now, soft's great, but we all like it hard, don't we? Like Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal love it hard, don't they? You want to see a hard elbow? Here it comes. Arsenal against Burnley recently, but you'll always see it. And you've seen it recently in terms of the recruitment of what Arsenal are trying to do with Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu coming in, he's the number 18 here. He wants to stay back. He's happy to stay back. He's great in the air. He's almost like half a centre-back, half a full-back anyway. So he is the forearm to the elbow, I guess, or the wrist, shall we say. And then it's Tierney. As we know, they've been wanting to get Tierney. That looks like a weird smile. Or maybe like a shoe kicking a ball. Wow. Only on the James Lawrence Allcott channel. Hit the subscribe button. Tierney wants to get forward. Arsenal want to get him forward as well, and that allows him to do exactly that. And again, without the ball, he can come back into a back four if they need to, or if they want to press, he can do that as well because he's got the stamina to do that. But also getting forward, it allows him to help out the team, and it's allowed Arsenal to be a lot better in recent times because you've got more bodies up forward and more pairings as well. Any more elbows, Jim? Yeah. Man United are at it as well. Different example here because actually it's more like a width securing exercise when it comes to Man United. Luke Shaw's so high up here. And I think it's more of a natural position for him to go up. He's happy to do it. He's great at creating chances. He's comfortable on the ball. He's comfortable dribbling with the ball. He's comfortable doing all those things high up the pitch. So he's been very, very high. But I would also say that as you look at Arsenal's elbow, they're really, really intentional with it. They want Tierney to get forward. They want Tomiyasu to stay back. With Man United, it feels more so like it's a sense of Wan-Bissaka is an out-and-out fullback, but because he has that kind of reluctance to play up here, to play high up the pitch, that's why Luke Shaw has that bit more freedom to get forward and be the attacking aspect of this elbow. One more? Go on then. This is the busy bumblebees of Brentford. And they've also got a little elbow tactic going on as well. Their three centre-backs are actually these three. But what they look to do, it's a very clear, genuine tactic to kind of secure the balance of the pitch and allow concentration to attack down this left-hand side. And what it does, you see Sergi Canos there. Really odd average position there of Sergi Canos. But what it allows him, and who's a really attacking player, generally in the Championship he was, playing a different role here as almost like a right wing-back. But what it does allow him to be is that spare man, and there's so much space for him. If we get rid of everything here, you can see that he's not getting involved that much in the build-up because it is all focused down that left-hand side, and Rico Henry is far further forward. But it allows Sergi Canos to get himself in the box at times. I guess the other thing is that they're playing very vertically, very direct, Brentford these days. So again, Sergi Canos kind of left adrift a little bit, but it allows the team to be a little bit more safer in terms of its bodies and to attack in a much more narrow, concentrated way down that left-hand side or also through the middle. So there's a reason why all of these teams are using the elbow tactic. Down that left-hand side, there's a few different reasons. First of all, say someone like Tierney, it allows for two players to kind of double up or to go toe-to-toe with another team that's playing wing-backs or wingers themselves, or it could push back the winger of the opposition as well. For both Arsenal and for Man United as well, sometimes less so with Arsenal, but certainly with Man United, Luke Shaw being able to play so wide, securing that width, creates that little channel inside for Pogba to thrive as well in that left-hand channel, when we saw how much better he was when he was allowed to play in that role last season for Man United. And finally, when it comes to, say, someone like Brentford, it allows you to play a 3 at the back and also kind of a 5 at the back by allowing, say, someone like Sergi Canos, who's kind of playing in midfield, to drop in or play as a bit of more of a wing back really, and utilise Rico Henry as both, as a full back and as a winger for the team as well. So it allows you to be a 3 at the back going forward, but a 5 at the back when you haven't got the ball. Basically, it provides insurance for the team in transition. The limitations of this elbow tactic, also with those 3 examples, kind of highlight all of them as well. So first of all, Arsenal. You look at Tierney and Tomiyasu, this is great, this is brilliant, this works right now. They're very specific in terms of the recruitment of those players, and that they're both young, so that could happen for quite a while. But if the team wants to evolve, certainly on that right-hand side, someone like Tomiyasu might not be able to offer as much going forward if they were to revert back to a normal back 4. When it comes to frustration maybe for a team, you can be a bit unbalanced. Luke Shaw on that left-hand side, you're wanting a little bit more from Wan-Bissaka, and maybe if he was a bit better, there would be a balance there and you wouldn't need that elbow tactic. So it does highlight a weakness at times in terms of the attacking ability or attacking ability balance maybe of the right back and the left back. Also, when it comes to Man United, when you haven't got that out-and-out right winger playing like you want to have Sancho at some point, but at the moment you don't completely have that, what that then leads to is maybe using a striker, but ultimately having that whole right side of the pitch being underutilised. And finally, the coaching is going to have to be spot on, and I think that only really works at Brentford due to the fact that Thomas Frank was able to kind of transform someone like Sergi Canos and, of course, get his buy-in to play in that role and work well in that role. And, you know, the excitement of being a newly promoted team and being able to play games of Premier League football is going to help with that buy-in, but the coaching has to be very good. And the intelligence of the players that you've got and the discipline of those players as well has to be on point. The final problem comes with the centre-backs, and certainly the centre-back of the side where you've got your gallivanting fullback for the elbow, because that fullback needs to be comfortable both as a normal centre-back, let's say Harry Maguire, let's say Gabriel, on that left-hand side. They've also got to be really, really comfortable almost going out into those areas, both with the ball and without the ball, to cover for the Tierneys and the Luke Shaws of this world. So there you have it. Elbow tactic. Now it's become very fashionable recently. It's something that has been around for quite a while. You know, if you look at Real Madrid, the great Real Madrid teams, Marcelo is always that player that kind of moved forward. But these things, they evolve, they come back round, and at the moment, I'm seeing it absolutely everywhere. Not just in the Premier League, but I'm seeing it right down the Football League as well. I was chatting about Leyton Orient recently, and it's a similar thing going on down there with James, their fullback. So it's something that really is on vogue at the moment, and something for you guys to keep an eye out. And hopefully you enjoyed it. I've noticed it, and so we just wanted to dive into it a little bit more. And there it is. You know, you got the second season syndrome, of course, with a lot of these tactics, because teams quite quickly can kind of figure them out, and then with something like this, that could lead to a lot of imbalance if it all of a sudden becomes very easy to shut down. But only time will tell, of course, with that. We saw that a little bit with Chris Wilder and those overlapping centre-backs. They weren't able to have that same kind of breakthrough as they were in that first season when it was new and fresh, because teams started to figure it out. So what do you think about your team using the tactic? Does your team use the tactic? Are you bored of me saying the word tactic? Let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button. It massively helps the channel and the video. Hit the subscribe button if you've enjoyed it as well, and I look forward to seeing you soon.